All Japan Self-Defense Force officials are required to swear the following in joining to the military. For the mission of protecting the lives and assets of the Japanese nationals, we will carry out our duties even at the cost of our own lives. In 1999, the jet training aircraft T-33A belonging to the Air Self-Defense Force Iruma base crashed into Iruma Riverside just 3 kilometers before the landing target. However, post-accident investigation showed that it was not just an aviation accident. It was disclosed that the pilots made desperate efforts to save the lives of others rather than their own. One of the pilots was Hirofumi Nakagawa, Lieutenant Colonel, 47 years old, who has 5,228 hours flight experience. The other was Major Yoshihiro Kadoya, 48 years old, who was awarded the title of Best Guy, given to outstanding fighter pilots in the Air Self-Defense Force with a total flight time 6,492 hours. Both were skilled pilots with excellent flight skills as well as excellent morals. The 22nd of November 1999, 1:02 p.m. A training jet plane, 2 pilots on board for periodical training, took off Iruma Air Base. 1:11 p.m. Training started at northern airspace of Iruma Air Base. 1:32 p.m. Training completed and started radio communication with Iruma Control. 1:38:39 seconds p.m. Minor trouble, request direct initial. Present position now 21 nm north.
Aviation Accident Investigation Committee reports. Fuel pipe beside fuel control unit burst, and leaked fuel started burning. Then, fuel control unit burned out and fuel supply cut off. The airplane is a single-engine, equipped one. Once the engine stopped working at low altitude, the airplane crashes. It's estimated 24 kilometers from the airbase and altitude 2,500 feet 762 meters.
1:38:45 seconds p.m.
Faust 38, Roger.
1:38:51 seconds p.m.
Faust 38, direct initial approved. Report initial.
1:39:02 seconds p.m. Faust 38, vibrating. Strange sound came and smells oil. Descend.
Faust 38, Roger.
It's estimated 23 kilometers from the base and altitude 2,300 feet 701 meters. 13:39:45 seconds p.m.
Faust 38, do you have another trouble?
13:39:49 seconds p.m. Cockpit smoke, request straight and full stop. It's estimated 18 kilometers from the airbase and altitude 2,500 feet 762 meters. 1:39:55 seconds p.m.
Faust 38, Roger. Straight and approved. You are number 2, Gulf 4 passing 5 nm on final full stop.
1:40:02 seconds p.m. Tower, Roger. 1:40:10 seconds p.m.
Faust 38, confirm, declare emergency.
1:40:14 seconds p.m. Declare emergency, now 10 nm north. It's estimated 16 kilometers from the airbase and altitude 2,200 feet 671 meters. 1:40:41 seconds p.m.
Faust 38, confirm. Preceding traffic Gulfstream, 2.2½ miles, on final for full stop. Or, does it disturb you?
7 miles. It's okay, I guess. 1:41:11 seconds p.m.
Faust 38, say again nature of emergency.
1:41:14 seconds p.m. Cockpit smoke. It's estimated 8 kilometers from the airbase and altitude 2,500 feet, 762 meters. 1:41:18 seconds p.m.
Faust 38. Preceding traffic Gulf Stream, 1.5 mile on final making go-around.
1:41:24 seconds p.m. Roger, negative insight. 1:41:57 seconds p.m.
Faust 38. Check gear down, cleared to land. Wind 120 at 5. Crosswind from left.
1:42:03 seconds p.m. Faust 38, gear check, clear to land. It's estimated 5 kilometers from the airbase and altitude 1,200 feet, 366 meters. In this point of time, normal landing seems impossible. 1:42:14 seconds p.m. Bailout. It's estimated 4 kilometers from the airbase and altitude 1,000 feet, 305 meters. If the pilots actuated bailout at this point, their lives were saved. However, they couldn't do that because they realized that the airplane is just passing overcrowded residential area. 1:42:27 seconds p.m. Tower, Faust 38 bailout. It's estimated 3 kilometers to the airbase and altitude 700 feet, 214 meters. 13 seconds have passed by since the first declaration of bailout. 1:42:31 seconds p.m.
Bailout. Faust 38. Confirm bailout.
One 1:42:34 to 36 seconds p.m. The pilots actuated bailout. Both pilots were died by crashing to the ground. Parachute of one pilot was discovered and half opened. Another parachute was discovered without opening at all. It's estimated that altitude was 200 feet, 61 meters. Minimum safety bailout altitude of this airplane is 1,800 feet, 590 meters. Nobody else was died or injured. Aviation Accident Investigation Committee reported, fuel pipe beside fuel control unit burst, and leaked fuel started burning. Then fuel control unit burned out and fuel supply cut off. This airplane didn't have cockpit voice recorder. Also, the airplane was much destroyed by the crash, so the cause of the burning of fuel couldn't be discovered. Also, Aviation Accident Investigation Committee couldn't find out why 2 pilots declared bailout twice. The committee reported that it's estimated they kept control of the airplane to avoid crashing to overcrowded residential area after first declaration. Aviation specialists analyzed that if the pilots actuated bailout in the first declaration at 1,000 feet 300 meters, their lives might have been saved. But the specialist couldn't analyze why the pilots actuated bailout at such a low altitude 200 feet 60 meters because the pilot's new parachute no longer works at that altitude. Here, there is an interesting words by a pilot in the Self-Defense Air Force.
How will you do if you come across emergency at air area over an overcrowded residential area? Also, the pilots should have known that the parachute no longer works at that altitude. But they actuated bailout. Do you know why?
I am sure I will maximally control the airplane until the end to avoid damages of the area. However, if there was a spare time before the end, I will actuate escape system. Otherwise, it makes a mechanic who maintained the system much worried if an airplane crashed without working of escape system. In short, that was all, I guess. For the mission of protecting the lives and assets of the Japanese nationals, we will carry out our duties even at the cost of our own lives. The pilots kept this promise. What came into the head of the pilots at the end? It might have been smile of his family, national flag of Japan, or responsibility against their job. Anyway, it's honorable. Anybody cannot do that easily. Thank you very much for watching.